Hello friends! Big changes are coming to Barcelona. Ronald Koeman has been sacked from his post as head coach of the club and replaced by former Blaugranas player Xavi Hernandez. The Spaniard came after the Dutchman just in time, as the winter transfer window is just around the corner. We thought about how Barcelona can support Xavi in the market and which players they should sign to help him succeed. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel and write in the comments below what you think about the appointment of Xavi. Without further ado, let's get started. Spanish media prescribes Manchester City and England winger Raheem Sterling to be Barcelona's top-notch transfer target. This was the case under Koeman, and probably it will be the same under Xavi. How come is this transfer the first one that comes to mind? Mostly because Sterling is unhappy with his current role in Man.City. After purchasing Jack Grealish, Raheem began to receive much less playing time on the pitch, and now he is unable to regain his status as an undisputed unit in the starting lineup. Just a couple of weeks ago, Sterling decided to admit that he no longer likes staying with the team and is open to new stages of his career. If there was an opportunity to go somewhere else for more game time, I would be open to it at this moment in time. As I said, football is the most important thing to me, challenges that I've set myself from a young age and dreams as well to play abroad. As an English player, all I know is the Premier League, and I have always had something down on me that maybe one day I would love to play abroad to see how I would come up against that challenge. So, Barcelona wants to poach Sterling to its ranks, but the current economic situation of the Catalans will not allow them to offer a large sum for Raheem's financial appetites. However, Blaugranas has another way out, to offer Manchester City one or even several players in exchange. Earlier on, the 90-minute edition claimed that the manager of the citizens, Pep Guardiola, became interested in Ousmane Dembele, and the Frenchman is just undergoing his last year under a contract with Barcelona. Consequently, the Catalans need to sacrifice Ousmane in order to get Sterling and hope that the Blues will be happy with the deal. There is of course a possibility of loaning Raheem, but it's hard to imagine such an outcome in practice. The matter is that Xavi will definitely approve Sterling's signing, as he believes the Englishman being the next player to rise to the same level as Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Messi and Ronaldo have dominated the best player in the world awards for so many years now. It's hard to remember the time before them. You look at young players who can be crowned the future best in the world, and you still think of Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, Mohamed Salah, and of course, Sterling. I look at the moment, and Sterling is winning that race. He's still young and can be the world's best, noted Xavi in an interview with The Mirror 2 years ago. It all comes together. Barcelona will continue to be the main contender to purchase Sterling. The club may earn extra money to buy an Englishman or appease Manchester City in other ways. If Barça president Joan Laporta manages to pull off the transfer of Raheem, that will be a good start to cooperation with Xavi. Another option that cannot be ruled out and even should be taken seriously concerns Paul Pogba. In the summer of 2022, the Manchester United midfielder is going to become a free agent. The Red Devils are unable to conclude a new agreement with the French for several months. Thus, Barcelona and Xavi will be right there to pick him up. According to Mundo Deportivo, the Catalans are monitoring the situation with Pogba, preparing to start negotiations on a preliminary contract in case Paul finally decides to leave Old Trafford. This should not be a big problem for Barça, as the player will be left with no club, so there's no need to pay for him. Although negotiating a personal contract will not be an easy task because of Pogba's agent Mino Raiola, who loves to tap huge salaries for his clients and demand huge commissions for himself. What's more, Barcelona still has a chance. Laporta is on good terms with Raiola and they don't hesitate to have such discussions. A perfect example for that is Mino's April visit to Spain, during which he had a meeting with the Blaugranas management discussing the future of his another client, Erling Haaland. Besides, just recall how Laporta and Raiola exchanged pleasantries 6 years ago. I have a good relationship with Pogba's agent Mino Raiola. If there's a possibility, we must try to bring Paul to Barcelona, because he has fantastic qualities, Joan said on the air of the Spanish radio station Onda Cero. If Laporta wins presidential election, there'd be a high chance of Pogba ending up at Barcelona. Raiola agreed in an interview with EFE. Again, a possible solid boost for Blaugranas, and Xavi will have no wish to refuse such either. aging defensive line is one of the main challenges Xavi will face as Barcelona's new coach. Before the season started, the club did not strengthen its defense, naively believing veterans like Gerard Piqué and Jordi Alba would cope with all the difficulties. In fact, the result turned out to be much different. Under Koeman, both Piqué and Alba often went out on the pitch not only with injuries, but on pain-revealing injections. Of course, their performances suffered greatly, and among the alternatives there are only Clement Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti, whom Laporte has long put aside, and the inexperienced Ronald Araujo. Moreover, there is no direct replacement for Alba in the team at all. The most logical thing to do is to buy a defender who could cover two problematic positions at once. The best fit for this description would be Aymeric Laporte from Manchester City, whose situation is similar to that of Sterling. The Spanish centre-back has long since ceased to be Guardiola's first choice. He became much less trusted to be the starting 11 after the Sky Blues revealed the potential of the Ruben Dias and John Stones duo. Naturally, Aymeric cannot be satisfied with this state of affairs, and Barcelona clearly understands that. Laporte's move to Camp Nou has been under discussion since midsummer, and Barça insider Miguel Blasquez wrote that the defender appreciates the overall idea, but so far, it has gotten nowhere. As in the situation with Sterling, the Blaugranas cannot afford the full cost of Laporte, though they have someone to offer as a part of the exchange. For example, it could be Frankie de Jong. After moving to Barcelona, the Dutchman's career turned somewhat wrong, so the club should consider this scenario or still hope that Xavi will find a place in his scheme for Frankie, returning the lad to his best shape when he performed for Ajax. At the same time, Barca cannot close their eyes to the crisis in the defense forever. Xavi is surely going to demand fresh units for this zone, and 27-year-old Aymeric Laporte is just a great option. In general, the transfer window promises to be saturated for Barcelona, and we cannot wait to see what the team under the leadership of Xavi transforms into. The main thing is that they give him maximum support, time, and money for qualitative restructuring. Presumably, Barca will finally raise up afterwards. Friends, share your assumptions about Barca's first transfers under the new coach and let us know if you agree with ours as well. Top Football Channel was with you. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.